guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Red Hood. Well, I like to call it Rebirth Red Hood, but I think for this one they called it Dawn of DC Red Hood. But we're going to take a look at the newest Red Hood from DC Multiverse. And so without further ado, let's just jump right on in. No fancy intro or anything today. So of course we've got Red Hood on the front package. Nice look at him through the window. Comes with a crowbar, sword, and 2 extra hands. Flip him around to the side. It's got Red Hood, Dawn of DC. On the back, the Red Hood photo from the Dawn of DC for, I think, his solo series. And then Red Hood on the side again. Picture of it, DC Multiverse. Of course, same at the top, same at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get him out of the package and look at everything he comes with. All right, and here we have Red Hood now out of the package. And so first things first, we'll go take a look at his card. Red Hood, Dawn of DC, and this is definitely Red Hood, the Hills cover art right here. Little Red Hood story blip. Could have paused that to read that. And then we'll go take a look at his extra hands real quick. So he comes with these two, there we go. These 2 gripping hands, or gun hands actually. And so we'll take a look at these holding the other Red Hood guns when I do the comparison of the 2 Red Hoods here shortly, or the Red Hoods. We have yet another crowbar. It's like the 5th crowbar we've gotten with, or the 3rd crowbar we've gotten with the Red Hood. I think every Red Hood except the first one came with a crowbar so far, or since then. And then this one has a little Shoto sword. So not a full-on katana, but it's a small sword, which I think looks really cool. And I'm pretty sure in this picture, he's carrying 2 swords. So why we only have one, no idea. But, or maybe those are crowbars. Couldn't tell you. Now that I'm looking at this picture, it looks like his hands aren't black. But again, this is a mixture of a bunch of different outfits, because this picture also, the symbol is different than the one on his chest. So I'm actually gonna say this is from Red Hood Outlaw, not Red Hood Dawn of DC. So we'll take a closer look at the Red Hood Outlaw photo to see, or you can see it here now, the Red Hood Outlaw suit compared to the Red Hood Dawn of DC one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. So this jacket definitely is not supposed to come off, and I think I just broke that. Oops, we'll have to get some glue or just, leave it alone. But it's attached to the top part of the chest. He can bring his arms up this high because it's cut out right there. The hood can be moved a little bit, and there is a head sculpt in there. The only problem is trying to get it out, and I'm not too keen on trying too hard to get that out, though there is a head sculpt in there for sure. But the head can move, like, not much. It can turn side to side. It can go up and down a little bit. It's just hard to use in the hood. But he has bicep swivels, double jointed elbows, and then McFarlane wrists. And then he can lean forward this much, can lean backwards this much. He can rotate all the way around. His legs come up to a 180. He has double jointed knees, though cannot kick that far back. He has ball joint ankles, sadly, but they spin around, do everything that ball joint ankles do, and then he has our toe articulation. Now we've got the articulation of the way. Let's go take a closer look at the figure. So nice pattern down the jacket. I think that looks really nice. Then the smooth on like the leather parts here, or the leather texture, I guess. And then I'm not sure if this is supposed to be red as well, whatever this back piece is, but you can hold the weapons in here. They come a little bit apart, and then you kind of just stick. Hold on, let's see. See if I can get that in there. Yeah, they kind of hold. You kind of stick it like that, or you can like stick the sword in through the back. I think kind of like this. Yeah, you just slide it straight through like that. The sword sits there. Well, not there. It can go on either side, and then the crowbar will do, I'm assuming, the same thing, though much more difficult because it's much thicker. So that's cool that you can put them on two different sides, so they're not the same side every time, and they can still go on his back, which I think is really nice. Yeah, you just slide it straight on through. And now he's got a sword and a crowbar on his back. And I think that's a really cool holding system. It's not as ugly as the two solid clips on the back of Nightwing. So from here, oh, I forgot to mention he also has, there we go. Joints right here. I can't remember what this is called. What rotation is that? I don't remember, because McFarlane figures, none of them really have that. But there is a bike that comes with this guy, or that's supposed to go with this guy sold separately, which I am really waiting on, and I cannot wait to get. And I might just do a mass vehicle review one of the day I get that bike, because I have a few vehicles that I don't have any reviews for. And I'll take a look at him on a few other vehicles as well to show off that thigh cut right there. That's what it's called, thigh cut. But overall, the texturing on it is nice. It's pretty sure it's all new sculpts, but I'll double check when I bring out other Red Hoods and other characters that could possibly be reuse. But it looks like it's a whole brand new sculpt, and it is a very beautiful sculpt. And I really love this figure. I really love this version of the character. Probably my favorite look for Red Hood, because he's actually got a Red Hood. But no more talking. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other Red Hood with some other Red Hood figures and some other Bat family. So here we have this Red Hood with all the other versions of Red Hood that have been released, except for the Gotham Knights one. So I've got 3 Jokers, the original Red Hood, and the Arkham Knight Red Hood. And looking at it based off of these, there's no reuse at all. The new Red Hood from the Dawn of DC is the newest Red Hood, and it's all new sculpting, and I think it looks really nice. It fits very well. You feel like you're doing like a Red Hood through time kind of situation between the two. So my 2 favorite Red Hoods are just the original, the New 52, and then this Rebirth one, or Outlaw, or Dawn of DC, whichever one you want to call it. This is my favorite for sure. It kind of mixes the Arkham Knights with comic Red Hood, because the Arkham Knight's where the Hood's at. But let's go ahead and take a look at, well, before we move on to Red Hood with the rest of the Bat family, let's go ahead and take a look at Red Hood holding New 52's guns. So I'm just going to go ahead and swap out this hand right here. All right, and then we will take the gun out of this hand. And let's go ahead and stick it in this one. It's actually a little tight, but it fits. He is now holding his old guns. So yeah, he can definitely hold his guns. It's a little tight in the hand, but it fits. Let's see if I can get a decent shooting pose. No. Not from behind the camera. It's too much fiddling. But I can have him hold the gun the proper way, you know. Safety reasons and all that. Aim downwards when you're holding it. Yeah, this Red Hood, probably second favorite Red Hood out of all of them. And I'm going to try and see if I can get the head sculpt, the regular Jason Todd head sculpt, onto that head. So you might see that. I'd say check out my Instagram. I'm definitely going to do some photo ops with this one. So we'll take a look at that. But now let's go ahead and see him with the rest of the Bat family. And now here we have the rest of the Bat family. Or the Bat family. So we've got Batman, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Robin. Sadly, I don't have the more recent Red Robin, or I would be using that one. And instead of using the more recent Nightwing, which is just super small compared to everyone else, it's basically Damian's height at that point. Don't know why he's not higher scale, but that is a question for the Titans review when I get to that. But overall, Red Hood's scaling really nice in all of this. I think he fits perfectly in with this lineup here. If you were to display him like this, you could put Cassandra in there, though she's really tall, but she's not as tall as the rest still, so it'll fit perfectly fine. And then Barbara, Batgirl, is the same height as Cassandra, same figure, so that fits nicely. And then if you also want to put kind of like Jason Todd Robin with this outfit for like flashback scenes, you can use the Dick Grayson one. Still looks like Jason. They look both basically the same, but he's about that size there. So overall, I think this is a nice looking Red Hood. He looks pretty nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at him on a bike real quick, and then we will just give some closing thoughts real quick after that. So the only bike I had access to was the Batflick Batcycle from the Flash movie. So don't think Red Hood's meant to go on this. I don't think any figure really, or at least not Red Hood, because you can't really tilt his head up properly. But we'll take a look at the Batcycle, or the Red Hood's motorcycle, as soon as I get access to it. Once I'm able to find it, of course. And I'll probably pick up a few of them and paint a few of them so all the Bat family members have their own cycles. And then we'll see that. But overall, let's take this Red Hood off this cycle. Overall, Red Hood, this one is a must pick up if you're a Bat Family Red Hood fan or anything like that. It'll go really nice with your Bat Family. I didn't do an Outlaws take because I don't have a Starfire, and I didn't want to just do with Roy and Bizarro, or Arsenal and Bizarro. And I need to redo my Arsenal anyway. But overall, this is a really nice figure. The only thing I gripe about is it's got ball joints on the angles, but I can forgive that. It's an entirely new sculpt as far as I can tell. I haven't seen any reuse when I'm going through my other figures trying to look for stuff to compare it with. So it's an entirely new sculpt. It's got thigh cuts. The jacket can't really come off, but it looks really nice. The head sculpt, I think, is pretty sure is sculpted underneath, and hopefully I can get a picture of that for you guys. I like the clips in the back. It's a different design than the clips on this one, which are basically stuck out like this. Oh, you can't see that. These ones here that are basically stuck out like this. These clips are designed differently. There's no ugly hole in the back for you to plug in the clips. Overall, it's a very nice, sleek figure, and I'm very grateful that we got this as a regular figure instead of a collector's edition, because this kind of seems like what he would put in a collector's edition with maybe a few more items. Though he might have put it in there with some guns, though, but who knows. Overall, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Hey, if you like this video, how about giving it a like and checking out some of these? If you want to see more from me, check out my Instagram and my TikTok down below. I've also got a store. Lots of the photos I have on Instagram are up on there for sale, and not only photos, but apparel and other house products as well. Go ahead and give it a look. Thanks for watching.